Hello again, everyone. Edwin Learnard back once again in this YouTube NFL prediction segment. I'm going to be giving you my prediction preview, little analysis on the upcoming Super Bowl between the Kansas City Chiefs and Philadelphia Eagles. The thing about this Super Bowl, it's a very compelling matchup because you have the revenge factor with the Eagles and you have Kansas City wanting to go for an unprecedented third consecutive Super Bowl victory. Now, I imagine this game is going to be very competitive, very close. I do believe Kansas City will prevail in this. I think Kansas City is going to get a field goal late in the game. I'm going to say right off the bat, I'm going to predict Kansas City 27, Philadelphia 24. But I could say, the Eagles can win this game if I think they have to dominate time of possession. And if Saquon Barkley has his way and goes well over 100 yards, they could very well win it. There's something about the Chiefs. I think there's just something about the destiny with them that they're meant to win this Super Bowl and get three consecutive Super Bowl titles. When I see this, too, what people gotta keep in mind that there's something that is not really talked about. I don't believe enough because I think the focus is on the three consecutive Super Bowl titles. But one thing that seems to be overlooked a lot in this is that if Kansas City prevails, they'll be 18-2 for the whole season, regular season and playoffs combined. And I would say they can go down as one of the best, single season teams of all time. You figure you have the 14-0 Dolphins from 1972. They're one of the best teams of all time. The 85-86 Chicago Bears are regarded by many as the greatest NFL team in history. So you in that 85-86 Bears team, I believe was 18-1 record with the regular season and postseason combined. So if the Chiefs win again, they'd be 18-2 on the entire season. And that's like basically a half a game behind what the Bears did in the 85-86 season. So I understand, though, that the Chiefs have not been, very dominant this season. They've won a number of competitive and tight games, but wins are still wins. And what makes their wins impressive, though, is the fact that they find a way to do it, even though they may not be pretty. They may not be dominant. They're not obliterating teams in many of their games, but they still find a way to get it done. There's something about the Chiefs with their winning culture and attitude. And, when you have a great coach and Andy Reid, will probably go down as one of the greatest coaches ever. I mean, I'm sure he's perceived that way now, even. The thing is that having a great coach often enables you to win those tight competitive games in contrast to losing them. Now, with this matchup as well, I believe, the Chiefs, their run defense is, it'll be decent. It may not be great in this game, but containing Barkley, and I think that's for the Eagles, and I think that's going to be really one of the main differences in this game, which will decide ultimately the outcome. Again, I do have the Chiefs winning this game in a tight matchup, and yeah, this should really be. I expect this to be one of the better Super Bowls ever. When we had the Eagles and Chiefs 2 years ago. That went down, I would say, is one of the best Super Bowls of all time. And I wouldn't be surprised if this one is similar to that game. I think what's going to happen too is that the Chiefs will manage the clock well enough and they'll get a late game winning score, and that's going to enable them to win the game. It seems like the Chiefs just have a number of these intangibles on their side, and there's something about like an aura with them that just seems to be with them that you can never count Mahomes out, and it's hard going against the Chiefs because they seem to find ways to win, even when you have like teams that might seem superior. statistically on paper, the Chiefs still find an uncanny have an uncanny ability to get the job done and win. And looking at the Chiefs, and even when they lose proponents, they seem on their team they seem to still find ways to get it done. It doesn't matter, what adversity they're facing, they still get the job done. And I don't think the Super Bowl with the Eagles is going to be any different. So, again, I do see the Chiefs and the Eagles being a game for the ages. I think it's going to be a very exciting matchup, and it's going to come down, to final drive likely in this game. And I do believe again that the Chiefs have enough where they're going to get, the W in a very tight game, and that's pretty much how I see it going down. There's a lot of people that do believe the Eagles will get the job done. The Eagles actually seem like they may be the better team on paper right now, and the way they played, toward the end of the season. I think if I remember right, I don't remember the exact number, but like in all the games like that Jalen Hurts has finished, I think that last 15 like they've won or somewhere around. I don't know the exact number, but I think for me, I mean Jalen Hurts is a really outstanding quarterback, and the thing about the Super Bowl, it looks like to me, what I believe is that they're going. They stated this on believe on Around the Horn episode recently, is that what the Chiefs are going to attempt to do is try to make Jalen Hurts beat them. They're going to home in on Saquon Barkley. If Hurts can make the big plays, they can get the job done and get the W. But I just don't think there's going to be enough of them to overcome the Chiefs. I think the Chiefs are still going to find some way, to get this done, to get that unprecedented third Super Bowl title. And I'm gonna take the Chiefs in this one. I'll say again, the Chiefs 27, the Chiefs 27, Eagles 24. That's my prediction. Anyway, people, that'll conclude this YouTube NFL prediction segment. Until next time, Edwin Learnard saying stay well.